This is the one framework that I think all new strategists should master. And the reason I say that is because I think you use this so much. It's not just when you're coming up with a brand strategy, but I think you can use it for a comms framework. You can use it in so many different scenarios. It helps you get out of that very feature-led type of advertising. And that is the benefit ladder. And I'm going to show you how to use the benefit ladder and then give you some examples of how it's used as well. So the benefit ladder pretty much it's a very simple framework where it helps you work out what is the bigger kind of consumer goal or emotional territory that your brand's going to own. So what you do is you've got 3 levels to it. So the first level is your features, which is your bottom level. Then when you go one ladder up, you go, what is the benefit of using this product? And then you go one level up from that, and it's like, what bigger role does this play? So some people call it the emotional benefit. Some people say it's the consumer goal. Call it what you want. It's the broader message. And these 3 levels are so helpful because they correlate to the 3 levels that you have in a communications framework. So when you're trying to create an integrated campaign, it actually tells you what messages you should be saying at different times. So when you're really close to the moment of sale, you're usually talking a lot about the features because someone's really far down the purchase cycle. If you're talking about a car, they're like, what are the specifics? How many kilometers has it done? What's the insurance policy? Everything like that, really specifics. Then you go up the level, the benefit in the moment, like why is this so important? Well, that is like, well, it'll get you to A to B. It's got, great mileage. And you're talking about when someone's researching in the research phase, that's a really important message. And then the level above that is the kind of consumer goal or the emotional benefit. And it's like, well, why is that product good in life? Like, how does it help me reach my goals in life? And so that's like, okay, well, owning a car, if you're a new driver, it's your first car, well, owning a car is like, that's opening the world up. It's all about independence or adventure. And so that is the message you want to talk to people about. And the reason you want to talk to them about that message then is because when you're kind of up in that they're living their life, they're not thinking maybe all the time about owning a car. You want to attach to a bigger kind of emotion or feeling that they've got that's relevant to more of their life than just buying a car. So in that moment, if you're talking to an 18-year-old and one of their biggest problems is, I just feel like my life's caught in this one suburbs and I can't adventure and I can't do any of this stuff. Well, saying, adventure is a message that they probably are pretty open to hearing, and if you can associate that with your car, that's going to be more relevant to them than you saying, hey, this car gets you to A to B in the fastest way possible. That's not relevant. So that is what the benefit ladder is. And so the questions you ask, and look, I didn't get this when I started doing benefit ladders myself at the start of my career, was I didn't know the difference between a feature and benefit. And I know that sounds dumb, but they seem the same. So a feature is the functional things. What is it? What is it? What does it do? Just list all of them off. Then you go up the next one, and there'll be multiple. It's not, there's multiple features, benefits, and kind of the consumer goal at that top level. So the next one is the benefit. And what we talk about there is like, what is the benefit in that moment? Why did they use it right away? So Coca-Cola, I want to accompany my dinner with a great drink, or gives me a little energy burst. And so That's the benefit in that moment right then. But then if you look at the broader picture, when we go up that next level up, that's the consumer goal. And that's where we get to things like, well, why do they want to be excited? Why is that so important in their life? And that's when we get to things like open happiness and the idea of open happiness. But also super helpful. And I've got if you're part of the strategy finishing school, I've got a list of the 24 consumer goals, because what often happens is every brand thinks, it always ends up in world peace. I'm trying to solve all the world's problems. No. We don't need that. That's not what the brand needs to do. So check out that if you're in the strategy finishing school. If not, maybe you should be in the strategy finishing school. It'll teach you the fundamentals of strategy. But that 24 consumer goals is really helpful, because then it helps you realize what they are. I also had a problem where I was like, at the start of my career, I was like, what are these? They all seem so abstract. This is going to help you get there. So the most important framework for a strategist is the benefit ladder. If you've got any questions about strategy, feel free to ask me. Always happy to help.